Hello, everybody. My name is Nathan. I am from Medina, Ohio, and I'm coming to you today to share my experience and my family's experience of dealing with ASSE and World Heritage Organization that brings foreign exchange students from another country to the United States. Now, ASSE and World Heritage has a thorough background check, a thorough application process. By doing that, that does ensure that that student's safety and well-being is protected. So going through that process may seem tedious, may seem long, but ultimately it does ensure that student's safety, your family's safety, and as well, it helps you identify characteristics that you're looking for in a student that you choose. So, yes, it is thorough, and yes, it is tedious, but it's well worth it. Now, we were lucky in dealing with ASSE. We went through the entire process, jumping through all the hoops that is needed, but we were also able to read bios, see pictures of the students before we made a final choice on the student we selected. Now, what we did as a family is we printed out those applications, those profiles of those students, and we laid them out as a family. And we chose which one we wanted, and then we reduced those down as a family. So we ultimately, this year, chose a student from Romania. But because of COVID, we had the absolute privilege of getting to know that student and her family a long time before she got on a plane. And that allowed us to learn about her characteristics, what she's like as a student, what she's like not in school. So we were allowed to communicate with her pretty much for our kids. Our kids were communicating on almost a daily basis from the time we chose her. So that made for a beautiful transition when she got here. So that is something, if you have the opportunity to choose that student right away and start communicating, that does allow for an easier transition. Now, one of the things I did right from the start, once I knew the student was coming and she was okay with it, so I started communicating with Medina High School. The gentleman that I worked with there, the counselor, was absolutely amazing. Now, when I dealt with Dan at the school, he was solely responsible for all of the exchange students that were coming in to Medina High School from other countries. Now, some schools have a limit. I think this year he allowed 5, but that was because we had a year of COVID. But normally, I think most schools are around 3, depending on the circumstances. But ultimately, what I was able to do was have that communication with the guidance counselor and get that student enrolled prior to her getting on a plane so that we were able to get her a schedule so she could be off and running on day one. That was key. Communication. Now, one of the greatest things about the part about COVID and her coming in was she was able to communicate on classes that she wanted to take at Medina High School with the counselor. And that's only because I think for the most part is we have a student in our home at Medina High School. Our son goes to Medina High School. So he had classes and stuff that he was able to communicate and share with her for 8 to 9 months about what she can choose. So it was unlimited what she could, the information that she had so that she could make proper decisions. But I tell you this because communication is absolute key. And when I say that because relationships are built on communication, whether it's with the student, her parents, her siblings, or the school. communication and relationships are built through communication. So for me, I love it. Now I get phone calls from her father. I get phone calls from her mother, and we just talk. We're not talking necessarily about the student. We're talking about life. We're talking about everyday stuff. So getting that relationship has helped me learn a lot more about the other country. For us right now, it's Romania. But I tell you, learning more about that country and what they're going through and what they're doing on a daily basis has helped me uh, broaden my horizons when it comes to being educated. So I would suggest to you getting that relationship, but that starts with communication, not solely just through uh, email or text messaging through WhatsApp or whatever, but doing a FaceTime phone call with everybody, with the student, with the mom, the dad, the siblings, if they have siblings, is get that relationship building from an early time in the relationship starting. So I just wanted to share that because we have a daughter. She's amazing. She's 14, but bringing in a student at 17 has given that big sister relationship that is absolutely going to last a lifetime. Okay. I mean, I know for me, every time I see that, our students' eyes light up when she does something new for the first time in the United States or tastes something for the first time, it absolutely brings so much joy into my heart and has brought joy into my family's hearts. And I tell you, the relationship that we have been able to establish has been impeccable. We are looking forward to the rest of this day as the student is here for another 8 more months. So I wanted to kind of just jump on today and kind of share what we've been able to go through with ASSE. They are a great organization. They help you from the time you submit your application to the time the student gets off the plane, and then all the way through them being here. They're right by your side. They're a phone call away. The area representative, the district representative, they are all in this with you, and that's one great thing about it. You're not alone. You're not alone. And what we as a family, my wife and I, have decided to do was get the relationships with other host parents in the area. We have there's like 8 of us right now that have each other's cell numbers, and we all are in a group text together, helping each other out on almost a daily basis. This is a family, and I really believe that's what ASSE is trying to tell us. We are a family. So it's not just about you bringing in a student. Yes, it's a big responsibility, but I'll tell you, it's the most rewarding responsibility you'll ever take on. For us so far, it's been absolutely something I would call a dream come true. So, folks, if you were thinking about dealing with bringing an exchange student in, don't hesitate. Pick up the phone, give somebody a call, find out more information. Underneath the link here today, you can ask questions away. I'll do the best I can to answer them. But I tell you, all your questions that you have, all the what ifs that you're thinking about, throw them away. Throw them away, because when you take and you're able to fulfill a dream of a child that wants to see what it's like to live in the United States, to live in the land of the free, that is priceless. Absolutely priceless. Lastly, I'm just going to say this and I'm going to get off today. Don't do it for money. Don't do it for money. If there's an organization out there that's willing to pay you money to bring a student over, don't do it. Don't do it, because you're going to do it for all the wrong reasons. I'm telling you that because I've seen other parents doing it for the wrong reason, and I only have one reason. My family has one reason, and that is to do it out of heart and out of love. Okay? So, whatever organization that may be, I'm not going to get into that. Folks, do yourself a big, big favor. Hit ASS, go to ASSE on the web. Give them a call. Go to World Heritage Organization. Give them a call. I promise you, that kid's dream coming true is going to be a dream that you live, and your dreams will come true. Thank you, and have a great day.